And this is a very jazzy. You know what this one says to me? Like flapper. That kind of says flapper to me. And that is just beautiful. But I guess what you're showing today, I just think gives us such a nice assortment that you can do pretty much anything you want.
Yes. I think I used to be a hairdresser years ago.
Oh, okay.
And I think once I found out that you can treat feathers like you can
hair. Okay.
It all clicked for me.
So a good thing to keep in mind that if you are doing anything like this, that if you treat it like a hair, the same thing you could do with your hair, curling, whatever, then you can do all kinds of things to jazz these up. And I just think that makes them so special. And I know this one is just beautiful. But like I say, it can be for almost anything. And I love the tea room idea. I wish someone downtown or someone would.
I wish Bardstown had a tea room, and they would if I were younger.
I know. I think they could add a lot to it. What else do you have to show us?
Well, if we have time, I can show you how I put a fascinator together.
Okay.
All right. Well, mannequin here.
Okay.
And I have a base that I've already put my label on it.
Okay.
And this is a
so we're going to start from scratch and build a
Yes, this is a pillbox shape.
Okay.
Now, I'm used to working facing the
Sure,
wall, so I have
sure.
to stop and think which.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't plug that
I
iron
will
back
do that
in.
right now.
Okay.
And almost everybody has a glue gun at home, but you know what I noticed about yours? It is so much more detailed looking than mine. Is that in all the way or?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
This is new. This one is new to me. I paid a little bit more for it, and it's worth
Okay.
every penny.
Oh yes, it looks very intricate at the ends.
I have the option of 3 different tips, and so you don't have to have this kind because I did it for 2 years without it, or numerous years without
Yeah.
it. But now that I got this, I like the fact that it will
Okay.
put the glue right where I want it to be.
Yes. Okay. And do I have this plugged in then correctly? I wanna
Yeah,
make
sure.
it's-
So we'll check it here in a second and make
Okay.
sure. For this one, I had a flower
Okay.
that I thought was really pretty, and I wanted to use it on this. There's
That's
a little
beautiful.
bit of ostrich plume or feathers in here. But when you put a hat or when you put a flower on a base, then you've got, turn her around here, then you've got the whole back of it that shows it's not that attractive, and you want to do
Right.
something else with it.
Okay.
Put some filler in there.
Now, how do you know where to place the flower? The flower goes in the front always,
I have a
or
little
is it?
mirror in my workroom, and sometimes I'll stick this on and seize.
Okay.
But
I'll see if this is
and
eating.
there have been times when I put it all together, it was gorgeous, and then I realized the whole thing needed turned around. The flower was just not right. So I'm not a perfectionist at this yet, but I do work at it till I get it where I think it wants to be. Sometimes I'll pin them on.
Sure.
Just to make sure, because you really don't want to put these on and then be stuck. But you can use
literally be stuck.
hair dryer.
Oh, okay.
The heat from a warm hair dryer will melt the glue,
Okay.
and you can start over, so it's not all lost.
So it is an option. Okay. Now I don't
Glue gun
feel.
getting hot? Oh
Is
yeah,
it heating? Okay, good.
sure.
All right.
I'm going to put a little glue here, and this may not be quite hot enough. I think
Yeah.
it'll warm up here in just a minute.
Okay.
But we don't want to glue the entire back of your flower, because when you put it down, it's going to sit up here
gonna be
like
flat.
this. You want it to be shown, and if you want it, more towards the center of your face, more towards the side, you need to think about that before you put glue on it, and you will only glue a portion of this. Sometimes, if I know what I'm putting behind the feather or behind the flower, I will glue those things on first.
Okay.
Sometimes what I'm working with has to be sewn also. Now on this one, if I weren't doing a demonstration here, I probably would use the Cineme fabric and make the loops, because this is a Cineme base. This will look just as pretty.
Oh,
and
that's
this
very
fabric
pretty.
is called crinoline. Or I think they call it horsehair, although I don't believe it's made of horsehair these days. But it's very stiff. I have it in numerous colors, and they're all available at the Artist Barrel.
Okay.
And then there are some that have a little
Oh,
diamond
that is
pattern in them.
beautiful.
Different widths and different colors, and they're real fun to work with. So I have some pieces here.
Okay.
If that glue gun is hot,
Let's see.
and just put some glue on.
Well,
not quite yet.
not
We
yet.
should have.
I'm worried about how this is plugged in, though. Do I have that in correctly? Okay, it's just taking a
It's
minute.
getting hot.
Okay,
We
let's
should have
just take
plugged
it a
it in
minute.
a half an hour ago.
Okay,
but
well, let's
it'll work.
look at our colors then. So how do you decide what's going to go with what? I know when I look at things, you know, I know what I like, but it's very hard for me to choose between this color, that color. Now this is just a gorgeous flower. I think that's going to look so pretty on there. So how do you decide what's going to go with it?
It's sort of trial and error. I love netting, so I brought
Oh,
this.
that is pretty.
And then I brought this one, which is also very pretty.
Okay.
And it has the little dots on it, little
Oh,
chenille
yeah.
dots, and that's pretty too. But this one is softer, so I'm not sure. It just depends on which one of the other elements I want to use, because this will be one of the last things that I put on.
Oh, okay.
These can also, sometimes you want your finished product to be very textural, and sometimes you don't. But if you like the texture and you want it, you want some texture to it, again, you can curl these. You can also cut them off straight at the top, which you will see in a lot of different hats. So anyway, we may or may not use this kind in this fascinator.
Okay.
But we will put this on, and then I have.
Let's see if we've got this hot yet.
see.
Almost.
Okay. Now this chenille, crinoline, I just cut a piece off, and what I will do then is put it together. Put a little bit of glue on here and squeeze them together. And I've done that for 3 pieces here.
So that's how you get those curls.
Yes. Normally, you're going to when you put something on a fascinator, it's going to be a 3 or 5 of these. Like if I put it together and I've got 4, it just
doesn't look right.
It's just not quite right. So
Okay.
that's what we'll do with these. We'll put
So just an odd
3.
number. Okay.
And we'll put these on. And then that's going to fill in somewhat behind the rows.
I think we have some glue.
Okay.
I think we're about ready to
You wanna
use
do
this
this?
glue gun. No, I don't want to ruin your
You
hat.
can do it. You won't ruin it.
Well, I'm not seeing. Oh, it's coming. It's just coming very slowly. You must have a very a slimmer tip on that one. Is that so you don't have too much glue on there?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to hold that?
It enables you to put it where
Okay.
the glue where you want. Let's turn
right.
this one up just a little bit.
Okay. And you said, should you put something on that you want to take it off? How did you say again that you can get it off if you have
use
to?
your handheld hair dryer. The heat from the hair dryer will take it off.
Okay, I can hold that for you if
Push-
you want to do
push
another
down.
piece. Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay. Now, I thought I had 3 pieces, but since I don't see it, I'll just
Okay.
make another one.
So you're going to show us exactly how you're going to do
Yes, just
that.
put a
You put that
thin-
on the edge. Okay.
Thin layer,
Okay.
and put the 2 pieces together
Mm-hmm.
and squeeze them.
Okay. And that's it. Wow. And now do you need a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
on that piece? Okay.
I knew you were going to get into.
Well, you know, I've used a glue gun, just not lately.
Well, it's just they're fun to do.
Mm-hmm. They are fun. Yeah, we used to do the artificial flowers and put different things together with that, so.
Okay. Now I think maybe we will put the flower on. But we're going to leave, we're not going to put it on too close to this. We're going to leave a little bit of space because I have some more feathers to put in there.
Okay.
So I'll put this just on the
Yes.
lower half.
Okay. Because that's the part that's
flour.
going to adhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want me to hold that for you so
Yeah,
you can do
just
something?
hold that down,
Okay.
press on it for a few seconds.
Okay.
Then I brought two different, or maybe I didn't. I picked out another one of these. You asked about
Oh, I
what
love
color.
that. I love
This is
that.
an ostrich puff, and I picked out
Okay.
another ostrich puff, and it was brighter.
Uh-huh.
It just didn't go with this. I just
Oh.
felt like we needed to use this one
Okay.
instead.
Okay.
So we're gonna.
And
put-
those are personal choices that you just have decided, you know, which one is going to look the best with what you're making.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, you can put your glue on here,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can push it down in.
Uh-huh.
And chances are, when you do that, you're going to slide glue down this crinoline,
Ah.
and then you're going to have a real mess.
Okay.
So I like to use this
Okay.
and just go down here and add the glue.
And you were telling me that this glue gun with the separate tips is well worth it. You said that's a excellent idea to do that because then you have much more control with your glue gun.
Now, when I put the glue here,
Okay.
I don't know if the audience can see this, but I glued the back of the flower as well
Okay.
as the base because you want this to stick very well.
Right.
So you want it to stick on in both places.
Okay.
Just put your fingers. And also, this year I switched to Gorilla Glue sticks because they're they're stronger,
Yes.
and I don't want anyone to lose a piece of their.
No. Oh my goodness. Look at what she's done here. This is
Okay.
just beautiful. And she's not done yet, but this
Well-
is just beautiful. I love that. I love that color. Look how pretty that is and how quickly it's able to do. If you're doing this at home, it's not going to take you all day.
No.
It's going to take you, pull your pieces together first and then you start putting it away. And now what's the netting? How does that fit into the
Well,
picture?
I'm not sure it's going to.
Oh.
I'm just going to experiment with it.
Okay. Okay.
I think the netting
color,
is so
you're looking
feminine.
for
It's
color?
it's a little bit richer
Oh,
color.
yes, I like that.
And I just sometimes like to stick something else in with it.
Okay. Now, how would you glue this piece?
Well, this is how I do it.
Okay.
Sometimes, if I'm using a lot of it, or if it's in a place I think it's really going to show,
Yes.
I will use a needle and thread. But I'm
Okay.
not
So you
as
could
good as
stitch
with a
it.
needle and thread as I used to be.
Okay,
Anyone
now
else understand
how do you
that?
decide where you're going to put this?
Okay. Now, I twisted this together and I glued it so it's sort of a stem
Okay.
on the bottom of it. And when you look at the fascinator,
Okay.
you might want something up here to make more height
Uh-huh,
on it. But in this case, we've got all this fullness up here.
Right, and it's so beautiful. I just love that. That is
Now, I'm
gorgeous.
thinking I might just stick this down here.
Uh-huh.
So, again, I'll find where I want it to be.
All right.
Right down in that corner. Okay.
Does that look good?
That looks real good.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. And just that easily, she made this beautiful fascinator for us to wear to a party, to wear to a derby dinner, to just, I know the girls a lot of times will go to derby dinner theater or do something fun like that. It's just always fun to wear a hat and to just dress it up a little bit
Yes.
and just have some fun with it. Now, are we done or is there more?
You can do more if you want to.
Okay.
It's not necessary, but since I have these things in my workshop, then I'll play around with it a little bit, and then I'll
Okay.
think, oh gee, would it look nice with some of these feathers in it? Maybe not, maybe so. It's just
And
what
maybe
you
just,
want to do.
or depending on the dress that you're wearing,
Yes.
that might make a difference
Yes.
too. So,
And if you have, if your dress is pink but it's got blue in it or turquoise or,
Yeah.
something else, you can stick those feathers in of that color.
Okay.
And the pieces. except for the ostrich plumes. I haven't found a good source for those, but the other pieces are all available at the Artist Barrel. The netting
Well,
and the
they are
crinoline
just
and-
beautiful. And Barbara, I just want to thank you so much for joining us today and coming in and showing us not only how to do fascinators, but these gorgeous hats. And I know you do have these available as well. And then you might want to jazz that up with some color
Yes.
and maybe even a lily, one of your lilies,
Mm-hmm.
or some pink of all the different ribbons that you have. And all this is available, and they can take a simple, and not that this is simple, it's beautiful the way it is, but sometimes it's nice to add that color.
Yes.
Like with yours, the blue, or with this, just about any color would, jazz it up and have some fun with it. So,
Yes.
so ladies, hopefully you will have a lot of fun with that. And if you're going to a derby party or something going on that you feel like you would like to do this, you can reach Barbara at the Artist Barrel, or just give us a call here. But we've sure enjoyed showing you all these wonderful
Thank you
things.
for having me.
And I really appreciate you doing this. This is a gorgeous one, and this one will probably be for sale shortly. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.